Well, welcome to our new Take Me Home Huey Zoom series. And my name is Steve Maloney, and I'm the artist of the project, Take Me Home Huey. And today I invited a very special person, Karl Renz. And Karl served 3 tours in Vietnam and became a friend and a volunteer driver for our project going across the United States. Anyway, I remember you and I first met. We were at Glendale at the airport.
Right.
At Light Horse Legacy's hangar, and you and I believe Tom Nash
Yep,
met for the you guys met for the very first time.
we did.
You guys really opened up for us and became a real example for these veterans and the healing portion of this project. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, when Dave started the project with you, yeah, he know I owned a lot of Hueys and parts, and he said, "Can I get some?" I said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Why don't you come out to Glendale Airport and take a look?" And so I went out there and I sat in the parking lot for a while. I was, because I was back when I was in a really black hole, and I said, "I don't know if I can do this," And so I walked up there, and then I met you and met Tom, and me and Tom started talking. And I think if Tom wasn't there, I would have bolted,
Yeah.
but somehow. And Tom says the same thing all the time. He said, if I wasn't there, he would have left too, and so I think somehow you got us two together. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but I think that's what made both of us just open up a lot, but it opened a major door, and I was just blessed that day by you guys. So yeah, very great day for me. The emotions that it brought out both of us, it was just unbelievable. And the biggest one was when we walked around the nose and Tom fell against the nose. I mean, that set it all for both of us. I mean, it was so moving to see how it affected both of us. And we had no idea what was going to happen once that went down the highway. No idea. But how it affected us, it affected everybody. I mean, but yeah, when we saw it completed, it was just, oh my God, It was so beautiful, and it still is to this day.
Thank you. Well, I was really concerned, how to transform, how this was going to affect people when they saw it. I mean, the last thing I wanted to be was run out of town because I offended someone with what I did. And I thought, okay, Maloney, you've only got one chance to get it right. And but sure enough, it turned out well. It turned out great for sure, and a lot of it was because of the help from people like yourself and other veterans that would come and see kind of some of the progress. Maybe not as intimately as you saw it, but they would see some of the progress and where I was going and some of the conceptions, and they that gave me the confidence that we were on the right trail.
It just all kind of clicked. And I mean, it was an amazing experience. I mean, every day, talking to guys on the road and on the CB, and then, stopping at fuel stations. I mean, it was an amazing time for me. It just, we helped so many people. It was amazing, just driving.
So you still have a CB radio?
Yeah, I still do. Yep.
Yeah. What's your handle?
Oh, just Chopper.
Chopper.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Chopper Karl.
That's it. That's me.
Well, I remember you talking about going across the states, and you said when you would pull in for a fuel stop with a helicopter and the trailer, normally it would take you maybe 20 minutes in and out, but you were there for a long time. What was that? What was that all about? What was that?
I mean, when so many veterans are truck drivers, and and non-veterans too. But I pull into a Flying J and take on fuel. Like you said, I could be in and out of there in 20 minutes. Well, no way. I'd stay at the pumps for an hour, and then finally I'd pull out the pumps and park, and then all of a sudden we'd have another 20 or 50 guys wandering around taking pictures and talking, and everybody loved it. And a lot of them recognized the units on the sides, and more conversations started. A lot of times I said, I got to go. I got a schedule, guys. I have to go, and so, but no, it was very moving down the road. I mean, a lot of people pull by and slam on their brakes, slow back down to take pictures and wave. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, coming into the Henry Ford, it it wasn't like we just arrived. We kind of descended.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we descended. I think you said there were like 28 or 30 motorcycle
Yeah.
veterans.
I was 3 days ahead of schedule, so I parked at a Flying J and got a hotel room, and I was going to sit there for a couple of days. And I'm looking at my hotel room down at the truck stop. I see the helicopter, and there's these two guys wandering around the truck, and they just came out of two cattle haulers. And he calls and he says, "Hey, I love your helicopter." I said, "Yeah, I can see you walking around." He said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm in the Holiday Inn." He says, "Well, come on down." He said, "I'll get a couple guys to come to you." And I think I told you and Dave, I said, "I think I'll have a couple motorcycles." And about 6 in the morning, my truck starts vibrating. And I go, "What the heck?" And I walk out the back door, and it's like 30 30 motorcycles. I said, "Where the hell all these guys come from?" And the cops were there. And I said, "Geez, who called all these guys?" And then from there, it was police escort. They blocked all the entrances to the freeways, blocked up behind us.
Yeah, no, it was very touching to see
Yeah.
all of that.
And
Yeah.
almost all of them were veterans, too. Veterans of Vietnam, veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan. So, yeah.
6 or 8 of the Michigan State Police and their motorcycles and their bulletproof vests on, and they went all the way from Dearborn to Kalamazoo. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you, you've never lived until you've been motorcaded. It happened in Nevada, remember? We were
Yeah.
doing
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Carson City to Reno,
Right. Right.
and those groups.
Well, even when I was going across Texas, when we first started, I'd pull outside the highway to go to the bathroom or something, and all of a sudden a highway patrol was behind me. I go, "Oh God, what do I do now?" And it's always, "What did I do wrong?" And it was a woman patrolman, and she said, "No, I've been hearing about you for a year." And he said, "I saw you." So I saw her hanging a turn. I said, "Oh God, I wasn't speeding. It's 85 miles an hour out here, and I'm not doing that." And she says, "No, the whole highway patrol knows about this helicopter. Everybody's talking about you." And I said, "I just want to make sure you had no problems." And she gave me her business card, and she said, "Any problem, you call one of us somewhere in the state will come help you." I said, "Wow."
And then, of course, New York for the Veterans Day Parade. That was,
Oh my God, yes.
yeah, quite an experience coming over the bridge. Did you go on a tunnel or the bridge? I can't
No,
remember.
we took the bridge.
Well, tell me about the trailer and you customized that trailer for the Take Me Home Huey to travel.
Yeah, well, when we first started traveling, I did not customize it. It was already my low-ride trailer, but didn't realize east of the Mississippi, the bridges are a lot lower. So, and so after the first trip, I had to come home and have my buddy lower the size of the trailer down 8 inches to where the trailer was only 2 inches off the road, because we ended up in Atlanta having to go like 3 miles an hour to get under a bridge.
I think you explained to me that every one of the stops for these exhibitions or venues that we were at, you would always make it you always were on the lookout for one veteran that you could identify with, that you knew that may be having some similar problems in his lifetime, and that you would try and engage him.
It was. I mean, and I don't know how it happened, but I mean, after we'd be unloading or getting ready, you'd see one veteran sitting aside and, just not even wanting to take that first step forward. It just always seemed, every place we went, there was one guy that would stick out, and I don't know why, but it was just, it was like God sent him or what. I don't know, just, they'd see the aircraft and all of a sudden they just, wow, and it brought out a lot of emotions for me and them. Every time we went somewhere, we met somehow one person, and if that was all we solved was we saved one person, I think it was God sent. I mean, I think the project did what you meant it to do, was to heal. I think the healing is we left so much back there, and we came to a country when we came home not wanted, and so the healing is now everybody seems to know that, all veterans, we don't go to become a veteran just to become a veteran. We go because our country needs us. So healing is just getting rid of them demons that we carried back, 50 years ago. War is hell. It's hard on young kids. I mean, we're 17, 18, 19, just like now. You can't take an old guy to war because he ain't going to do it. The young guys, they go. But this healing just opens up and gets rid of the war wounds, lets you communicate better with people and express your feelings. And so, yeah, a lot of that's what it comes in healing is, it multiplies. It was such a dark hole, But the Take Me Home Huey project, it took that dark hole and put it aside. And I remember many times at all the different venues, we met a lot of veterans, and never one sticks out real vivid to me was when we were at Oshkosh. A guy walked up. He was in Vietnam same time I was. He was a helicopter crewman. Never talked to anybody. He walked up, and to this day I can see his face and everything. And it's opened his. Don't go into a closet. Don't go into a cave like I did. Talk to your family. Seek help if you have to. But if you need help, go. Don't be ashamed. The project opened the floodgates. I mean, and like you're saying, a lot of guys never talk to their families, and all of a sudden they're talking to the wives. The wives are coming up and say, "Thank you, my God, thank you." He's talking to us now.
Yeah.
Stuff we never knew about 50 years ago. Now we know, and we're so proud of him. So yeah, it opened the floodgate for a lot of guys, a lot of emotions.
And I'm humbled by it. I'm humbled by the whole experience, let me tell you, because it was a real team effort, and it still is a team effort to continue the journey. Well, thank you again so much, Karl. I appreciate it, and nice seeing you.
You too.
And stay well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go back down the highway anytime you want to go.
I know. I wish we could.